Hey everybody. Another drawing video for you guys today. Just gonna be doing we're gonna do it on a little smaller paper so we can maybe get a little more of a piece done. Today we have a dark blue Pilot G207. I believe that's a 7mm nib. It's not it's a ballpoint, but it's not thick. It's very fine ballpoint. I assume it's a ballpoint. Looks like it. Anyway, I think this is like some gel ink or something. I don't know. But we're just gonna be drawing, see how it goes. How y'all doing today? I worked last night. I'm kind of tired today. Streaming earlier. I've been streaming The Binding of Isaac a lot on Twitch. So if y'all want to check that out, I usually stream in the mornings for a little while. And maybe if I get some more um interest going in it, I can switch those hours up too toward the evenings. But it's just like when I get home, play some video games, why not stream it, right? But today, just want to spend a little time putting the ink on the paper. Zoom in, hopefully. There we go. It's a little better. All right. I just love the way the ink feels when it's being laid down. Y'all been staying safe? Hope so. I don't want to see anybody sick. Keep you out of work for a whole week, huh? But yeah, an alright last night. Alright night last night. Tongue twister. Wasn't too bad. Got everything done, mostly anyway. My nieces and nephews and my sister and her dude are coming over a little later today. That'll be fun. And see everybody. I've also been got on Discord recently with my friends from work. That is a lot to learn. Like bots and all these new platform specific slang, you know. But it's a lot of fun. I was playing some Rocket League with my buddy Sean. I don't know. I like Rocket League alright. It just doesn't arrest my attention the way maybe an RPG game or even Isaac roguelike RPG would. But I can play a match or two once in a while. And certainly if it garners a lot of interest, I'll certainly put in more effort toward it. I might not be too talkative all the way through this thing. I apologize. I try to keep going, but after I've said everything, I end up starting to repeat myself, which I'll probably do in future videos anyway. Tell you all the same stuff. That's alright. If you are here, you must not mind it too much, right? I'm watching a lot of Mad TV on YouTube recently. It's good stuff. really funny. Still holds up pretty well. I liked it better than SNL. I never really liked SNL, but maybe I haven't seen the right episodes too. So there's always considerations to be made. Uh, oh no. Finally got my camera holder mounted to my little drawing table here. Pretty nice. I dremeled out a hole, and then I filled the hole with melted thermoplastic, very hot thermoplastic, and then I stuck the mount in there, twisted it while the thermoplastic dried. And I ended up putting a small amount of thermoplastic on the outside as well, just to really hold it in. But it seems solid. I'm hoping I don't accidentally like hit it against something and it like fails. Because I'm no engineer. I like to pretend. We all like to draw. I usually go with the full abstract, but I know a lot of people prefer like subject drawing. Which may be easier for some, but not for me. Trying to get all those shapes exactly right is very difficult. When I can do this, and this has like a certain creative formula to it, and I try to incorporate new things, but you don't have to sit around and, well, I do study how things are constructed, but I don't have to have exactitudes in my work. Oh shoot, I'm so sorry. I will I don't look up at the phone and then I end up losing the whole drawing. Hopefully y'all stayed with me through that one. Gotta make sure I keep an eye on where the tablet is and vision of the camera. Sometimes hard to keep going when you don't like how your drawing is turning out, but it's also not finished. So keep going. That's what I learned from Peter Draws. It's like, of course you don't like it. It's not finished. You know? You're a great dude. Really inspired me to start making videos and start trying to better my drawing so that I could also make something and share it with the people I care about and even the people I don't know out there in YouTube land. How do you like it so far? I'm having fun. Don't mind using the ballpoint sometimes because it does have a little bit bigger of a nib than what I usually use, that Pigma Micron 01, which there are bigger nib Pigma Microns too. Probably need to get a new set of them, but not right now. Kind of low on the old funds, but once get paid and everything, we'll see how it goes. I do turn the drawing sometimes. I know I've heard that can be a little disorienting. Y'all can let me know if it's too much. Not that I expect this video to do real well, just because of the earlier faux pas, but we'll see how it does. It may surprise me. I haven't had that many viewers when I've been streaming Twitch yet. Which makes sense because I haven't been doing it more than a week. Sometimes I'm at work and I just got a pen and paper handy and I just want to doodle a little bit, but I refrain because I know what I'm going to be doing when I get home. I'm going to be gaming for a while, drawing for a while, not necessarily in that order. What do y'all usually be drinking? I'm a Mountain Dew guy myself, if you cared to know. Add a little something there, a little something, something. You know, a little detail. You know who lives in the details. Rick. Not Rick and Morty Rick, not Rick Sanchez, just some dude made up. Ooh-wee. I do like Rick and Morty. I'm not gonna say that I don't like it. I love that show. And I wish there were much more of it. 90 seasons. Because then they can, you know, fail at least once or twice. And you won't even notice it, really. Because a couple of the episodes in seasons 4 and 5, I wasn't too crazy about. They got a little convoluted, I think, but I definitely love the show. The characters, the writers do a really amazing job making the characters interesting, and they incorporate so much sci-fi into it. It's just amazing. I'm a big fan of sci-fi, if you couldn't tell. Nothing specific, I don't think. I think I just like the genre in general. Like, I think that's the genre I would most like to work in, I suppose. But there were some very old books, science fiction magazines that my grandma had when I was living down there. in Oregon with her, and they were all stored in my room because my room was kind of storage before I moved in and as I was there, but I wasn't tripping. It was a nice place to stay. Wonderful people. And but yeah, those science fiction magazines, I'd read those every night. I always loved the cover art. It was so creative for something that was done a good while ago. Like some of those books are from back in the 50s or so, maybe even earlier. Read read some really weird stuff. Well, this book was called Weird Stories, so it's not that surprising, but it freaked me out a little bit, that's for sure. One of them did, at least. There's some weird stuff. There's actually a couple in there. Really good stories. Really, things I haven't seen covered in the mainstream of creative media, I guess. Some ideas that haven't been explored yet. Not not widely anyway. Not exactly in that way. It was there was some, oh, what is his name? Lovecraft. Howard P. Lovecraft. He was in there a little bit. And then there was a lot of people that were influenced by him who were also contributing stories and such to the project. It's a big book though. I think it ended up getting moldy. I think I lost it that way, unfortunately. I was living in a spot that wasn't so very well water protected, which was fine while I was there. I'm no spoiled brat. I'll live whenever I need to. But I was actually really happy that the ceiling drippings didn't touch my PS4. It's a big win. That PS4 is what I'm streaming on, and ideally I would love to have a computer. My friends keep joshing me about not having a computer. Oh, yeah, Jerry, you're on a console, you know. But I know it does provide a lot more options as far as like everything. Um, I don't know about games. I think I prefer to game on PS4, but we'll have to see because I've had computers in the past, of course, but nothing really special. I'd like to get myself all set up with a big PC, run Discord, play games with friends, do my drawing videos, get like a better camera and stuff, you know. I think that would be nice. Well, that's my goal. That's how I mean to say that. But thank y'all for watching. I appreciate you. You can like. I don't know if you really needed to subscribe yet. This is only my second video. I do intend to stick with it, but I don't want to get everyone's hopes up too far before I've really got it going. Gotta get this ball rolling. Feel free to comment anything you want, really. Hopefully it's appropriate to the video and to the platform. Because I don't want y'all getting in trouble. It's not ideal. You know? I want everybody who sees this video to live a happy and prosperous life. That's my wish. That's the wish I am going to send out to you, the viewer, for watching this video. I appreciate you, and I want you to be successful. And if you haven't watched Peter Draws yet, you should treat yourself, because, wow, you know, dude just sits down, puts ink on paper, and before you know it, you listen to him talk for an hour or so, and he's created something amazing. It's why I decided to start doing something similar. I hope I'm not copying him too much, you know? I want to make sure I'm doing my own thing, but my own thing is similar. But I'm sure, I'm sure he would say, like, you know what? If it's coming from your soul, you need to do it. Even if it is similar to someone else's work. I never really considered ink to be a doable medium, I guess, for art before I started watching his videos. Like, I don't, it's hard to explain, I guess. Usually people will use pencil and then ink, you know. But sometimes ink right away is cool too. As we're hopefully finding out now. I like to draw eyeballs. I don't know if you guys noticed that across my videos sometimes. But eyes are, mostly eyeballs, really. I don't really draw a lot of eyes as much. Sometimes. Nothing very realistic looking, though. I try to get there. Try to get better and better, anyway. We all passionate about. I know a lot of people like cars. I'm not really into cars that much. I'm not really into football or that many sports. I really like video games, hanging out at home. Snacking is good. Snacking's always a good time. Who agrees with me? Who also enjoys food? Y'all got plans today? Gonna go visit some family or something? Maybe go to work. Hopefully work goes very well for you very quickly. If you're not quite doing something that you love, Howard Knight's stocking shelves right now. Hopefully that's not a forever thing, because it doesn't really agree with me. But games y'all like to play? You like old school, like Tetris? I made a blast level 20 on Tetris. That was pretty fun. A long time ago, though. I think I was playing on a DS, maybe, at that point. What kind of video game systems y'all got? If you want to be friends on PlayStation, surely let me know. If you want to connect on Twitch or even Discord, I'll friend you on Discord. We still have too many people. Because I know this video is going to be around for a long time. And I may not at a certain point be able to. Whether it be from lack of device or you're just being drowned out. Hopefully one day, right? But no, I don't want anybody to be drowned out, but I do hope that this enterprise sees some measure of success. I think that would really make me happy. And happiness isn't easy. It's certainly not. Suffering is the norm. And Norm suffers. He really does. What's ink even made out of? It's like oil and pigment, maybe? Something like that. And basically just paint at that point, right? Maybe oil is something different. Or ink, anyway. Fool. Saw Peter making some walnut ink, like black walnuts. I think that's very interesting. I would love to make my own ink one day. Make my own ink, make my own pen, make a drawing with all that. That'd be pretty sick. Make the paper. I'm interested in that rock paper. I like that stuff. That stuff seems really cool. Cause it is made from rock instead of tree. It saves trees, and that's always a good thing. Okay, drawing is still in the frame. That's good. This one's actually starting to bring to mind this game, Dragon Age, mostly Inquisition, the third installment. Really good game. It's got a lot of depth to it. I am going to talk about video games a lot, probably, because I think that's the only thing I could keep talking about forever. Like if you like sat me down and was like, hey man, talk video games to me nonstop forever. Like I'll give it my best shot. And I'll do pretty well. Because I have plenty of knowledge. Even just from like Skyrim. I could keep you busy. And I'm not talking about like secret knowledge either. I will tell you every step of the game. No, not every step, but I know most of the things about Skyrim. I did I think I mentioned this in my other video actually, but I did get the all the trophies for Skyrim on PS4, which I think is cool, but not a lot of other people seem to be real hype about it, you know. Like, yeah, you're a dork. No, it's alright. I did spend a lot of time doing that, and honestly, I wish I had been streaming, because knowing what I know now, and I knew it was going to be like that. I was like, I know I'm putting this off until I start doing my drawing videos. Ooh, I'm so sorry. I'm terrible at this. Get wrapped up in it. Forget what I'm doing. I think that's important though, because if I were engaging with everything else too much, I lose focus on the drawing itself, you know? And that's where the money is. Been having a lot of headaches lately. Got a big bottle of Advil, liquid gels. Try not to take too many of them, just because I know they mess up your body after a while, make you real sick. Liver damage, I believe, is liver and kidney damage, maybe. I think that's something that occurs. I want to say a very special thank you to all the people I actually know personally who will end up watching this video. Love and appreciate all of you. And this is me trying to get things together, which is important eventually, because I've been just tooling around long enough, you know. I wanted to give myself enough of a running start, I suppose. Just think about something told my boss earlier about what someone else told me. Now I'm thinking like, you know, maybe I misunderstood, so I won't stand by it too harshly. I'll, if I ended up being incorrect in my assumption, then I'll be glad to know what is the actual case, you know. There's a certain way of doing a certain thing, and definitely want to be on the same page as the other people that have to do that thing. But it's hard when you work in a grocery store for everyone to be on the same page. Everyone got families and lives of their own, most people. And, sometimes you decide to do something a little different than you usually do. And then someone comes up to you and they're like, no, do it this way. And it's like, yeah, obviously. I was trying something new. Gosh. But it's okay too. Because I appreciate some advice. If you keep firing off advice at me, I might say something to you about that. Because I'm a bit of a nonconformist. I don't like to follow people's rules. Not that I'm any sort of lawbreaker or anything, but I don't like people imposing their rules on my life. And by staying in my house quite a bit, I managed just that. I managed to avoid people telling me how to do stuff. Don't like it. I really don't like when people. No, never mind. I'm not gonna sit here and whine. Got better stuff to do. I think one day, if there were any part of me that wanted to meet someone I considered a celebrity, I think meeting Peter Draws would be just the bee's knees. He's a cool dude. Seems pretty cool. Wouldn't mind doing like a collaboration. I think that'd be sick. But I know he's busy and he tries to stick to his own life too, which I can respect. No worries, man. Try to, I guess as I'm going, I try to radiate out from where I started, just, but, then you gotta go back and that detail in, balance things out. And that's what it's all about. Do you guys think I have a handsome singing voice? Me neither. How often y'all watch YouTube? I, pretty much an everyday viewer watching something. It's always something to find. Can't find nothing new. Rediscover something you loved, like Mad TV. Oh, 40 minutes already, huh? That's cool. I always wanted to do long form drawing videos ever since I saw that people were doing them. Like, that looks like a whole lot of fun for some reason. Looks like something I can accomplish too. Try to stay in my lane as much as possible. You also gotta try new things, but don't get in over your head. If you are a someone who is sensitive to pressure, because you want to make sure you're doing what you can do as opposed to trying to do everything everybody needs you to do, because that's not how people work. And the people that don't get that in the moment, they might understand it outside the moment, like in a different moment. Maybe not though. Maybe they're just always frustrated. I was like that. I think drawing has really, really done wonders for my mental health. I was not really able to keep my composure when working on something difficult or working on something that I didn't want to work on. Like even going to work, I was angry, angry at everything. Every little thing seemed to throw me off. But I think what I've been doing through my drawing, what I've intended to do though actually, is build a foundation upon which to build, or set a foundation upon which to build. Because at a certain point, I realized I was trying to build on sand, and that obviously didn't work. Trying to build with no background and no skills, you can only build a life. You can live for a while. Eventually, life will come around and it'll hit you real hard. It's a lot better to be ready with something. I mean, worst comes to worst, I can still put ink on paper for the most part. So it's not the super worst, but in many situations, if things aren't going my way, I can still put ink on paper every day. I wanted to set my expectations real low because I had failed um, a lot of different pursuits, very important pursuits, and I don't want to, go on living like that for sure. I think what happens eventually when you keep living and keep having these catastrophic, destroying uh, occurrences and just wreck you. But I did get wrecked, and I'm not talking about like hard drugs or anything. I didn't really get wrapped up in any of that, which I don't mean to judge or anything. I know a lot of people have a lot of struggles, but definitely want to do better. It's a hard thing to admit after saying, I don't care. I don't care about nothing. Depressed. Feel like I'm not where I want to be, and I'm never gonna get there, or even close. Those are hard feelings to deal with. Something I don't really like about working at a grocery store, I don't feel like I'm going to be taken seriously as someone who will move up for one reason or another, even if I were to give it my all. Mm. But I think a lot of that's from my old job too. Some of my old jobs, because, people would decide they don't like me, which I wasn't that likable. So I can see where they're coming from, honestly. But, I have reflected and addressed some of the issues that I had, trying to take some responsibility. Some days still, all I can do is keep my composure and not create some embarrassing public display of my inability to stay calm. But life's sure a lot better now. And we gonna get there together. I appreciate y'all being here with me, being here for me. And I'm here for you, in that I will provide drawing videos, if that's your thing. So it's hard to imagine that my craft or anything I created would be worth all that much to anybody, but then I realized there are still people reading other people's fan fiction, or Harry Potter fan fiction, any fan fiction, but like there's some bad fan fiction out there. I'm not saying all Harry Potter fan fiction is bad. Some of it is. Especially when they try to combine it with stupid stuff. It's like, oh, Harry Potter Star Trek. Let's write a whole story about that. And then there's like 3 people who are super excited about it. But hopefully I get more interest than that going, huh? So I'm going for about 45 minutes. I think we made some good progress. 45 minutes of straight drawing. I definitely will continue this one. If y'all want to see more, be sure to return. Maybe subscribe if that ends up uh, helping you know when the next video comes out if you're interested. I appreciate y'all being here, and I will see you next time.